From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, July the 10th, 2018. Israel's Navy today prevented a Palestinian vessel from breaching the naval blockade on Gaza. The boat was trying to break through the blockade with 8 Palestinian activists on board, among them several who were injured and were said to be heading to Cyprus for treatment. The IDF accused terror group Hamas of taking advantage of these people and of paying Gaza residents to take part in activity like this. IDF medics provided treatment to those in need on board, and the boat was towed to the Navy's base in Ashdod. The naval blockade on Gaza was put into effect in 2007 when Hamas took control over Gaza. The IDF spokesperson said the blockade was a necessary and legal security measure that has been recognized repeatedly by the world and the UN as an important measure for the security of the State of Israel, preventing weapons and terror materials from being brought into Gaza. The IDF said it will continue to enforce the blockade and to defend the maritime borders of Israel and its civilians. And in the West Bank, last night there was a shooting attack in the area of the Jewish settlement of Beit. No injuries were reported, and Israeli troops were searching the area for the suspects. Well, a welcome sign at the Hillel of the University of Oregon was vandalized last week. The sign was defaced with the slogan, "Free Palestine," and expletives. Hillel said it was shocked and saddened to find the hate-filled graffiti. They thanked school president Michael Schill and offices for immediately voicing concern and offering support. Vice President for Student Life at the school, Kevin Marbury, called the graffiti an unacceptable violation of our university values. He said anti-Semitism and other forms of hate have no place at the University of Oregon. The school, together with the local Eugene Police Department, is investigating. A group designed to monitor the performance of the United Nations presented a report at Israel's Knesset yesterday, criticizing the world body on its failures to fight anti-Semitism. UN Watch Executive Director Hillel Neuer said the UN has done little to tackle anti-Semitism, though the report did note some positive UN actions, including UNESCO's Holocaust Education Program, and the statements of some UN officials, including Secretary General Antonio Guterres. But the statement also called on Guterres to acknowledge the UN's failures in this area and to create an action plan to condemn and confront bigotry, hatred, or violence targeting Jews worldwide. An Israeli unmanned space vehicle is expected to land on the moon early next year. The Israeli-built Space IL probe will be launched sometime in December from Cape Canaveral here in the U.S. aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. At a press event being held today about the venture at Israel Aerospace Industries in central Israel, it was said the Israeli spacecraft is expected to land on the moon on February the 13th of 2019, unfurl the Israeli flag on the moon's surface, and conduct a number of scientific experiments. If all goes as planned, Israel will join the very exclusive club of just 3 countries who have achieved a controlled landing on the moon's surface so far: the United States, Russia, and China. The World Jewish Congress is partnering with the Chelsea Football Club to fight anti-Semitism with the Pitch for Hope competition. The joint initiative was launched today. It aims to combat racism, xenophobia, discrimination, and anti-Semitism in sports under the banner Red Card for Hate. Pitch for Hope is looking for ideas from young people in the U.S., the U.K., and Israel that promote the spirit of camaraderie in sports and use it to build bridges between people of all backgrounds and faiths. Finalists will present their proposals at the Stamford Bridge Stadium in London. The winners from each country will receive a $10,000 grant from Chelsea FC and the World Jewish Congress to develop and implement their projects. World Jewish Congress CEO Robert Singer said, "We look forward to seeing the creative proposals submitted by our participants and are confident that working together we will make a difference." And taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, July the 10th. At 7 o'clock, screenwriter and actor Avi Nesher talks about his family's history in the Holocaust on Jewish Cinematheque. At 7:30, we bring you more from our exclusive television coverage of the American Jewish Committee's Global Forum held recently in Jerusalem, with a discussion of how Israelis perceive diaspora Jewry, followed by American Jewish Committee's Board of Governors Chair Harriet Schleifer and former Knesset member Rachel Azaria, talking about Jewish pluralism in Israel and the power of the Orthodox rabbinate. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Rabbi Uri Regev on L'chaim. At 10, Brandeis professor Jonathan Sarna talks about the early development of Jewish communities in America. That's from Limud, New York, 2018. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 6:30, Knesset member Meirav Michaeli and Israeli Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Tzipi Hatoveli debate issues challenging Israeli domestic policy. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, July the 10th, 2018. I'm Teisha Bader.